I think we already did actually do our arrangements as well, which is good.
Wow, wow, wow.
Let's get into it.
Wow.
So, okay, so Arkhold is saying that this is the first chapter to potentially worry about future true ending. So I guess there's a guidance stipulation on this map.
So you guess, don't ruin it.
And he's broken into the castle? Yes, we have. How could Debius have failed? Because he sucked. Yeah, we're that skilled, that's right. There's a Lycian army larger than we expect. Both. Why not both? Whatever the case, they've broken into the impregnable Castle Ostia.
What a weird word.
We must defeat them here. Emblema de Fuego, that's right. I did put on a Spanish tag today in case we get any Spaniards that join. And that way you can converse.
Spaniards.
Spaniards or other Spanish-speaking
speakers?
people. Yes. How the troops take defense.
I met a Mexican today.
Very good.
He had a Made in Mexico tattoo on his neck.
That's how you knew.
Well. Not a mate. Well, actually,
I want you to have Lelina quietly assassinated during the battle. What? I thought we were to keep her alive. I felt she might make a valuable hostage. But many of our rebel soldiers still swear loyalty to her. If we openly use her as a hostage, these soldiers may turn. If that's the case, General, will they not also turn if we assassinate her? That's why I said to do it quietly, isn't it? Kill her discreetly and say that she's hit by a stray arrow. Yeah. Now go! So there's going to be some defectors, potentially, question mark. Ugh. Look at this. This fandango over here.
What?
This fandango. There was a wrestler.
You know that is a dance, right?
That's great. There was a wrestler.
Scaramouche, when you do the fandango.
There was a wrestler named, his whole thing was like, Fandango. That was his whole thing.
Are
he
you
had
sure
this
it wasn't
very...
Phantasmo?
Definitely it was Fandango.
Okay, just checking.
Look him up, because this guy for some reason reminds me of him. Who are you? An enemy? The enemy. My name is Astolfo.
Fandango.
I used to work here in the service of the Marquess. What kind of work are you doing here? Astolfo. You certainly aren't dressed like a servant.
White butthole.
I know the voice actor for Merlinus died kind of recently, and I'm doing his voice cruel injustice by giving Merlinus that kind of a voice. Oh, it's a thief, is he?
That explains it.
I'm not much of a spy, if you can tell who I work for a noble at first glance, am I? He's Zorro now.
I was gonna say he just turned into Antonio Banderas.
Yeah, screw it, it's fine.
Antonio Flags.
Anthony
Flags. Anthony Flags.
Fandango,
Flags.
that's the one I was going with.
Having a stroke
Dude,
over
I
here.
completely blanked on the word. I was like, what did I find? Those mutton heads, Lagance and Debius inciting rebellion. Couldn't save Lord Hector, but I won't let them take Lady Lelina.
Who poisoned his mutton?
No, not Dorcas.
Oh.
Of course, finding that stuff out is my job. Lady Lelina is locked in a small room in the heart of the castle. And Lagance is sitting here on the throne like he owns the place. We have to hurry then. We must defeat the rebels and save Lelina so I can get into Fire Emblem Engage. Speaking of which, folks, Fire Emblem Engage. A lot of new stuff showed up. Alright, Astolfo, welcome in. He's a
Something
spy
about it
serving
just
us, yeah.
doesn't sound right.
It's a game. It's a game. Well, Kauga's turning in his grave because he saw what Leaf and Sigurd look like.
God bless Kauga.
What happened to this?
What?
Why is so dirty?
Dust. I don't know.
That's not dust.
She's talking about the... And jewelry polishing. Woohoo!
What kind of game is it? I am so confused by this.
I think we're gonna support Alan Roy. I think it's
Roy?
safe.
Never met him before.
Support! Something wrong, Lord Roy. Goofy shit's fun.
That year, I'm absolutely not against it. I'm just so confused. Like,
There's
I
also...
no longer know what to expect of this game or what even time, like...
After.
Yeah, but it just seems so far removed from anything that we've seen. Anyway,
There's also basically Fire Emblem Awakening Spot Pass, which has characters from all the other games also showing up.
Oh.
In the form of what looks to be kind of like a Smash Ultimate, like, spirit thing, where you gain, like... You just equip them to a character and they gain, like, maybe 1 or 2 stats or something like that. But you do it on an in-game gacha with in-game currencies.
Wow.
So you just roll on older characters. So you pick a character, let's say Marth, and would, like, the example given was you pick Marth, and it would give you, like, Effie... It would give you Shadow Dragon and...
Fire Emblem Engage Your Heroes.
It would give you Shadow Dragon or Mystery of the Emblem characters to choose from. So you get, like, Navarre, Lind, and, like, all that stuff to be like, hey, now you have extra bonus stats.
Roy seems to be using his brain a lot.
It kind of is, Arcolt, with, like, the character selections from, like, other
Keep
games.
in mind, we also haven't played Awakening.
It kind of is. That's, like, the only thing, just because there's other characters from other games, much more than just the Lords. Nintendo is here as well. Hello, hello.
Hello!
It's easy, Lord Roy. Just allow me to charge in. That's how you break the shields. Yeah, that's right. Shatter the shields and pierce their armor.
How are we doing? I think I'm doing alright, all things considered.
I'm okay, too, by the way.
Yes, if I seem a little foggy, I do apologize. I just started taking my ADHD meds again, now that I have benefits again. So I'm going through the transition back onto it, and it's not... My brain doesn't have fun on it on the first couple days, so... If I seem a little out of it, that's probably why. But they help, so
Ta-da.
it's a good thing.
It's good thing.
It's good thing. I'm gonna be back to my... not really my normal self, but like the self that functions a bit better.
Yeah.
And without so much effort. So my brain is gonna like me.
That's right. The DLC also gives us 2 rings as well to equip the characters.
Okay.
Tiki, young Tiki is here. So Shadow Dragon Tiki, basically, and Mystery of the Emblem Tiki.
Because if you're gonna bring in a unit from a different game into something like this, why not make it Tiki again?
Well, Tiki was much more of lore significance in the originals than she was in not.
Yeah, but like she's had so many appearances already, I feel like let Naga come in and be like,
Naga.
Yeah, like I will come in and anyway.
She was in
What's all that
Awakening. Don't worry,
noise?
we'll meet her. She was in Awakening.
Is there a
we'll meet
battle
her.
going on? I wish I could see outside this chamber. I have to look at a different screen because Rob keeps pressing the button too fast.
And
Yeah.
the other ring we're getting is the 3 Houses Lords, all into one ring.
Oh.
So Edelgard, Dimitri, and Claude are all part of one emblem ring.
Well, that must be a very awkward roommate situation.
No, it's fine. They're spirits. They're ghosts.
Yeah, I don't know how... Could you imagine the 3 of them living together in close quarters, and meanwhile, like, Dimitri looking at Edelgard like, I'm gonna kill you. Edelgard being like, I'm gonna kill everybody. And Claude being like, I'm gonna poison everyone.
No. That didn't happen yet. They were still friendly rivals back then.
When?
This is Academy them, not Blood Rampage.
Well, Academy Dimitri was still not fond of Edelgard.
Not really. He didn't really have much against her early game.
He still wasn't fond of her. Still saw her as a
rival.
I think he just trusted her.
And Ash to the Gary.
Hey?
Ash Ketchum to Gary Oak. Yeah, they were rivals. Well, come on. Why do I have to explain baby Pokemon to you?
Well, because I think that you've already forgotten that I was not allowed to watch Pokemon.
I did forget you're not allowed to watch Pokemon.
I was not allowed to watch Power Rangers or Pokemon. Too violent.
You violence.
But I was allowed to watch horror movies.
Okay.
Figure that one out.
Gary was a jerk.
Yeah.
And so is Edelgard, so that's why.
Yeah.
And Dimitri's Ash.
Really? Not Nina.
We're gonna get them as spirits, probably.
Blah.
Blah, blah, blah. You liked Nina, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In like the first 5 seconds until
Yes.
everything else happened and she ruined Hardin.
She didn't ruin Hardin.
She did.
She didn't want that wedding. He did, not her.
He proposed, she went with it even though she did not like him, but also made no effort to make it work. And then essentially the whole, like, there's literally wording on it about how he tried so hard to make it work, and she was just kind of like, ew.
What are you gonna do? If she doesn't like the guy that much,
Yeah,
she
then
appreciates being protected by him, but not to the point of like, oh my god, love
But
you,
that's
love
my
you, love you.
point. It's like,
It's
I
not
will
her
use
fault.
you.
But it's not her fault. Use? Why
Yeah,
use?
because she's like, I appreciate you protecting me. But then made no effort, even as a friend, to kind of be like, I see that you're maybe not in a great place. Let's get you some help. And appoint a therapist to help your husband.
Yeah, but then Garneth showed up.
Yeah, that was after all of that insidious crap was happening underneath. And she was
Insidious?
just... Yeah?
The insidious crap happened because of Garneth.
No, he was just preying on what was already there.
Regardless.
I don't like her.
Garneth.
I don't like her. And she's too obsessive. Like, move on, Beesh.
Exactly, it was political.
But,
Where is that archer
but
going?
Still, like, I don't know.
Just gave up on Lelina.
I've seen so many other characters that are written in a way where, like, yeah, there is... They take their duty and they're like, if I have to make this work, I'll make it work. And they put a little bit more effort, and they're not just kind of like, okay, I will do it, but half-assed and make you feel like crap, and then offer no help, which essentially threw your realm into a terrible place. Which is the complete opposite that a person in a position of power like that, a monarch, should be doing. All because she was still Simpy McSimperson over Camus. Like, blah. Yeah.
Folks, there will be a YouTube series where I ask Itzia to explain something in the Fire Emblem lore, and you're gonna hear it like that. It's really good stuff. I can't wait for that series to start.
Fog.
18 by 2, 36.
What's happening in my brain
Alan.
right now is a Fog of
36.
War mission.
Or 32. Where does 36 damage come from? Alan, you
What?
beast. Hello? Wow.
36, 32, 25. It's like me counting cigarettes. I can't count for schnitz.
I can't wait to find out what the Gaiden stipulation is for this map. Okay, Alan level, first level of the day, folks. What do we got? Oh, the skill's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it was like...
Soldiers are also trash. Yeah, you're right.
See, and here's the thing. I haven't seen enough of that. I'm looking forward to more progress on that side of the... on that side of the story. To find out more about what happened between Ingrid and Glenn and whatnot. I do understand that she kind of like put him on a pedestal.
Oh.
And it was more about like, yes, it was more of a like a political union type of thing, but she also did really admire him as a person, and I think would have enjoyed having him as a mentor. Versus, I don't know, I feel like she eventually did come into her own and she moved on, and she did have her obsession with being a knight and whatnot, but I don't know, just Nina rubs me the wrong way. It's a little too much, damsel in distress, woe is me, I need a man for me.
I need a hero!
No. Because a hero could be either. She need a man.
A man.
Because she ain't no independent woman.
Nina?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose she kind of was for a period of time before before Grust invaded.
Correct. She didn't touch the dark sphere. She got over it, figured it out, and had help along the way.
The Dark Sphere. That archer's lost. I figured he would have kept going for Lelina, who's just stuck in this hole, but alas.
But see, that's the other thing about that. The reason why I do like Ingrid is because I would have been okay with, even Harden. I understand where all of that came from. It was still kind of annoying, but at the same time, I understand why he went in the path that he went. And he got help. Sorry, he did not get help. That's what happened. Ingrid got help from everyone that was like, maybe you shouldn't obsess so much about this. And that's fair enough. You know, we all have our characters that make us go, blah. I have more than a few. And Nina's one of them.
I don't know. Since when did Nina become the black pile? Today.
She's not.
Let's go, Sue.
She's not in full black because I can still say her name. She
could have been better.
Well, and here's the thing. I also have to recognize that she is a product of her time.
She is kind of like Jill, actually. Yeah, good observation, Nintendo. Yeah. Ingrid like Jill.
Oh, I was like, Nina?
No.
Yeah, like she... And that's the part. I have heard that there is some Jill likeness there, but she comes to grow from that. Yes, but this is also like many years later, is what I mean. It's, you know, years pass, and then she comes into Heroes and keeps obsessing, and she just strikes me as the kind that would be like, oh, here he is, but he's going by the name Zeke.
You know what? Oh, God.
And he's with this girl, Tatiana. Oh. You got him killed. Maybe I'm gonna still go in.
33 damage from the Horse Slayer.
Yeah. I don't know. She just doesn't rub me the right way. I know she's also a product of her time, and that's how she was written, and that's how she was probably meant to be. I just don't like it. What?
Do we do Marcus Allen?
Yeah.
Or does Marcus need support?
Allen.
I mean, I'm sure, but... I mean, Roy needs all the support he can get, but yes, you're gonna do the Allen thing, I get it. Just cut you off 3 times between the Allen. Allen! Candy corn is trash. Candy corn is shit.
Candy corn should not exist.
Candy corn is literally like F tier candy.
I feel like candy corn is similar to cinnamon hearts, whereas like there are the rare people who do like them, but it's almost like a joke. It's one of those things that are always there every holiday, even though the majority of people that you will speak to will probably say, ew, gross, get it away from me.
Candy
but
corn's
somehow
bad.
it keeps showing up, like as if people buy it. So somebody must be.
Yeah. No, it's candy corn shit. Candy corn's really bad.
It's a holiday staple that most people don't like. And when I say most, I do mean the majority.
Hello. We got friends. Sir Barth, it's a dead end.
Not Bart, Barth. What the heck happened to this guy's hair?
Bobby Hill.
Oh my god.
This wall has cracks in it. We can break it down if we hit it with our weapons.
Gwendolyn.
Wow, it doesn't look schnitty.
Wendy.
I wonder where Lady Lilina is.
Gwendolyn.
I have a pretty good idea of where she might be.
Why are you naming
It's Bobby Hill. It's Bobby Hill.
I've known this castle for a long time.
Yeah, I can tell. Look at the spider webs back there.
I do wonder what's causing all the noise, though.
The Lycean army, perhaps?
Oh, fruitcake is
My brother must be with them.
Fruitcake's trash as well. That boy ain't right.
You had better keep your hopes low.
Ah, yes, you're right.
We got to open up our heroes to find out what Gwendolyn sounds like with our 800 copies.
800. What do you mean? She's like disappeared right away.
Boris is Gwendolyn's only brother. Oh, Boris and Gwendolyn are siblings. Oh, I see.
We must always stand firmly in rear.
Boy, if those kids can read, they'd be upset. Barth is his name? Barth sounds like they do. Does he? Interesting.
He's Heine. It's alright. Ogier? Ogier? Ogier?
Okay, what did Nintendo spell it? Uj. Uj? Ogier?
Ogier?
Ogier. Like Ouija? Like is that how? Okay, you
Someone
gotta get
help.
Ouija board. Bobby. His name is Bobby.
Sir Barth is right.
Oh yeah, Jeremy Lee. That's right. That is very true.
Ugh.
Jeremy Lee's so good. Her voice is amazing. OJ Simpson.
We're just gonna call him OJ.
Understood, Gwendolyn?
Yes, sir.
Alright, Scrub Squad.
OJ. Okay.
Alright. We have... Oh, this is Barth. Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, he keeps calling him Sir Barth.
No, I thought Sir Barth was this guy.
Probably.
Oh, alright, so this is OJ. Propane and propane accessories. He's mercenary hired into Ostia's service. Yep, sure, good. What is his stats like? What do we got? 7. Yeah, okay. You know what? Level 3 mercenary. He'll suffer the same fate as Raven when he gets crit by a whatever.
Ah, good.
We got Barth, aka Bobby. Look at that. Now that's an armor knight. And Trash. One of the frequently more memed units of the Fire Emblem series, widely considered one of the worst characters.
Looks cool, terrible stats. So in Heroes, they decided, hey, we'll make her look terrible so that people don't have high expectations.
Let's use Gwendolyn. This is the Gwendolyn playthrough. Level 1 knight, 8 defense, almost better than Boars. Not really. Actually comes with a resistance. That's better than Boars. Squish candies. Vegan red roses, sour rainbow bears, dinosaurs, and unicorn love.
I like the vegan ones because I like the texture. A lot of people don't. They're less squishy than, less bouncy, so squishy, I guess, than normal gummies. So don't come at me. I'm not vegan. I just like the texture.
Guys, Gwendolyn's the best kid. She just broke that wall that was mostly damaged. I love how they start out of range of the enemies that are coming their way. Wendy, get in that door. Let's go, Wendy. Barth will choke the point.
It's like, what a weird variety of art in this game.
Chat, you guys are good. What this group of boyos just shows up and everyone's like, man, they suck. Oh, Binding Blade's a funny haha game.
They're not bad. They're just not really all that special.
They're what they advertise, that's for sure.
No, they're not.
Sweet chili.
Would you like to read that again?
Chili and lime, my bad.
There's nothing sweet about it.
Yeah, there is. I think so, anyway.
No.
There's a tinge of
Lime.
a sweet flavor.
No.
Okay.
And they're
no.
advertised as scorching. They're not scorching. But
Scorching might be their branding.
it doesn't matter. It's misleading. Oh,
It's not
baby.
misleading. It could
is
just be their
misleading.
branding. What would you call a spicy chip line?
That depends on what I'm actually trying to achieve with the flavors.
So okay, if you have a chili lime, you have California Reaper, you have Carolina Reaper. Pardon me. You have Carolina Reaper. You have habanero, whatever, mango habanero or something like that. Those are your 3 spicy chip flavors that you have for Pringles. Go. What would you call that product line?
Chili up.
Chili up.
Yeah.
Why?
Chili up, dude. Just as I thought, they're at it again.
Chili up, dude. Now trending on Twitter.
How stupid can these nobles get? I'll never understand what fun it is fighting all the time. Oh well, I'll take the opportunity to swipe what I can. Swipe or no swiping.
Uh-oh. What?
Nothing.
Tabasco, sure. Tabasco could be a flavor.
I would dig that. Add that to the Hot Ones line. Be like, hey, Hot Ones, add a Tabasco one.
Yeah,
Make it your baby level.
I don't think even that's probably too baby for them.
Yeah, it's Hot Ones for kids. The Eternal Soul Committee struggle, arguing over food. You're right.
Now, is this a mistake? It will be. So how
Harvestella?
can I make... Not to be confused with Limstella. Alright, shitty GBA soldier, let's fight. Right there.
Is it kind of like Stardew Valley or something like that? Because that sounds like something, or like Farm Heroes. What was that farming game that was on Facebook that a lot of
Farmville?
Farmville. The cows. Oh, the cows.
The cows go moo.
I legitimately forgot that that existed entirely until I was kind of like rethinking how now we send a lot of invitations and we connect with people to play on our phones and stuff, but it's like one of the first kind of like social media type of games that existed was Farmville. Might even be the first one, I don't actually know.
I definitely wouldn't say the first social media type game.
Okay.
But it was definitely the one that made one of the biggest impacts. Like, people of every age played it.
And here is your totally not tacky looking
lollipop.
Keep in mind it's covered in powder, but it looks like a squish tacky. You can see the outline of where like the little tortilla would fold in, but you know.
So does it have like a pocket of dust down there? It does. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, I hope so.
Imagine using Facebook. Yeah, I imagine using Facebook once in a blue moon when someone insists on messaging me on Facebook and I repeatedly say, hey, I don't check this.
You haven't seen the awards, Jonas? Where have you been all day yesterday? Like, the news is definitely out there. Yeah, Elden Ring Game of the Year. Game of the Year.
Now it has enough to be done to keep things interesting. The story is also really good. That's nice.
Oh, we haven't turned on Barth's animations yet. Oops.
Crying in a pool of unfinished final reports.
Cry
What?
me a river.
Work stuff, Jomi?
But
Or school
Vatior
stuff.
has done school, so hooray! I will have a sip of my Italian adult beverage, barley water, for...
You're not wrong.
Oh,
Nintendo.
God.
Well, congratulations, Jomi.
Okay, where's Kath going?
So Nintendo, now that there's no dust or whatever, you can kind of see the outline of that foldy bit. Let me see if I can.
Oh, where it, like, rolls in on
There,
itself?
yeah, there you go. You can see it somewhere there. Oh,
Clarine, you need a healer.
and there's kind of like the opening at the top where you would see the collection of dust from from like the really really powdery bags, which are my favorite.
It is a Takis lollipop, Jomi.
I don't know what a half beefy is.
A half beefy? What's that, Nintendo?
Oh.
What the M's half beefy?
I feel like we have.
And it's kind of like sorry, it's kind of like one of those fun dip things. It's got tacky dust on the bottom. Go to every level.
So
Oh, look at that. That's a good level right there.
I feel like growing up, we had a lot of dippable candy. So here, Fun Dip, Baby Bottle Pop.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Are you talking about like dippable dust things?
Dippable candy, yes.
A Biffy is a mini salami. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, like, I don't know, like Baby Bottle Pop, Fun Dips, jeez. I don't know, what other dippable candies are there, folks? Because I can't think of any myself either.
It's like in Mexico, I feel like we had a lot more because we did have the North American ones as well. But we had a lot of things that were dippable in chili powder, just like this, because we just like chili.
Mm-hmm.
So the selection just expands a lot more because you could have anything and then just like, what's the next step for it? Dip it in chili powder. Why not?
Sure.
So this is like something I'm very familiar with. I also think that we had a lot of fun candy.
Sure.
That was an experience to eat. Jovis, how would I rate Taki's spice level?
Oh, a lot.
How would I rate? I don't know if I could rate it as much as I could maybe describe it. I feel like it's as a meh. See, I wouldn't make it a meh. I think that if you have a single Taki, Sure, it could be meh. For me, it's the flavor. I do enjoy the flavor a lot. So even if I wasn't necessarily looking for burn your mouth off spice, I would be very happy with the flavor. But if you're gonna eat an entire, like a family-sized bag of Takis,
Which you could.
which I do,
Not a let alone could. I definitely do.
yes,
Yes.
it really does build. Like over time, before you know, you're like,
Like that?
just inhale chili.
Just like that. Yeah, you did.
That was different, but yeah. It's more like it really does clear your sinuses is what it does, but in a good way. Like it makes you feel like you can breathe better. You just feel good. You feel alive, and the flavor is great. It's the kind that really does make you want to lick your fingers and then get all the little bits of crumbly dust and chip bits at the bottom of the bag. Like, it's worth it. That's just me. But I also do the same with the dinamitas. I do find that the dinamitas are hotter and faster.
Just go to bed, just like that. Thanks for opening the door for Lilina. Kath, you freed us.
Takis clones, which... Can't read the whole thing. There's some Takis clones with... You just like more, maybe? Which ones?
That is a Lidor.
Completely clear. Yeah, if you're like, you know what, especially because I find anytime that you're sick, or with anything really, you'll always feel the worst first thing in the morning and at the end of the day. I find if I'm going to be congested, I'm probably going to be, unless I'm super, super sick, I'm going to be the most congested in the morning, and when I'm very tired, almost going to bed. And then you start to feel that thing where you're like, but now I can't breathe, and I'm uncomfortable, but I'm tired, but I can't breathe, and just have some spicy food to clear you right up, go straight to bed, no problem.
Kath ain't gonna do shit.
See, I don't have that problem, Jomi.
Don't worry, we're gonna deal with Kath. Don't you worry.
It's very rare that spicy food takes revenge on me the next day, or through my digestive tract. If anything's gonna suffer is when I really overdo it, and maybe I might end up kind of like in the process destroying my taste buds, kind of like how you do with sour things.
Tacaritos.
Taqueritos, which I really like the taste of. They're spicy and cheese flavor, but the spicy ones are the
Roy level is Roy our boy.
So, but are they are they all like spicy cheese? Whoa. Are they all spicy cheese flavor? Because I think I haven't had a spicy cheese flavored thing that I absolutely love, except for like Cheetos Flaming Hot. I actually do like those for some reason. But a lot of the times I find when they add the cheese flavor, they end up, I don't know, I feel like it takes away from the spice. I agree, Jomis. I used to love eating sour Skittles, like bags full of them. But it's the kind of destroying your tongue where, like, mostly the ones that have the what's it called? The sour sugar powder stuff on the outside that kind of, like, scrapes your tongue. And eventually you end up getting either a canker sore or just, like, it literally leaves your tongue raw. So it's less so about the sour necessarily, but it's that's what I mean. Cheetos are best enjoyed with, you mean with cheese?
With queso?
Ugh. No.
I love a 3-cheese queso.
Like the cheese dip, yeah. It's like cheese sauce because what people call queso is generally... Don't start with me. It's cheese.
Yep.
But it's got, they add like milk or cream.
Why are
and
you shouting?
I've been speaking at this level the whole time.
I know, I just kind of caught on to the volume, that's all.
Anyway.
Okay, well.
So they usually melt it down, but they add other things, like whether it's cream or milk or even sometimes flour to help. Kind of like they dilute it with cream, but then they add flour to thicken it or something like that. And I like a good nacho cheese. So, or a cheese sauce. Like, it's great, don't get me wrong, but it drives me mental to have people be like, and it comes with queso. Especially when you go to a Whiteacan restaurant, and they're like, you know, you go, even like the Taco Bell Supreme fries, or Fry Supreme, whatever they're called. Supreme, yeah. I actually really enjoyed the taste of those ones, but it always drove me nuts when they're like, it comes with queso, and I'm like, so with cheese. Like, no, queso, and I'm like, you're using the Spanish word for cheese. So is it cheese?
No.
They're like, no, it's a queso. I'm like...
I had a thought. I thought so, Nintendo. I just wanted to kind of verify that myself before I... What I want, though, I want...
yes, Jomas.
I want this guy I want the other thief to go first so I can catch up to Kath myself. So we are going to... we're going to kind of block her off. We're going to do one of these and then do that. So she's got to take the long way.
So, Vetcher, did you experience that too, where somebody said to you that it came with queso? And then you were wondering, like, okay, so it's going to be... Because when I think...
Liliana, you're free.
If you're going to tell me that it comes with something that is just cheese, but it looks melty or something, I might think what we call queso fundido, which is essentially melted cheese that is meant to be... It's served piping hot in a dish that is piping hot to keep it as melted as possible, and it's meant to be scooped out with chips, with tortilla chips or with actual tortillas, and making kind of like a taco out of it. But then you have the people that's like, I got some chips and queso dip. So cheese dip. No, a queso dip. Like, again, a cheese dip. You don't need to make it Spanish to say that it is a cheese dip. A cheese dip is fine. It's a fine way of describing the thing. Why do you need to put it in Spanish? Because all of a sudden it makes it something different. It doesn't.
Talk, part 2. It's you.
Ugh, you again. Fancy meeting you here.
You're a thief. You shouldn't steal.
Swiper, no swiping.
We have 2 thieves in our army. You shouldn't steal.
Uh-huh. Nah, it's fine. I only take from the rich. I'm Robin Hood. No one's going to starve or anything.
It doesn't make it any better.
Oh, really? Then let me offer you this.
Chad and Astolfo just... like sliding off screen.
You nobles take food and money from people living in what you call your land. How is tax collection any different than tribute to a bandit?
We protect the people in return.
You do not.
Shawarma.
You kill them in wars like this.
We didn't start this. We didn't start the flame war. We're in a village, so we have to defend the people.
You can't just do anything you want and say you're defending us.
Sounds like somebody needs liberating.
How does burning down villages help us anyway?
Burning down all the peasants.
My village was burned to the ground by our Marquez. He said that he had to do it to prepare for Byrne's attack.
But that's...
We always had barely enough to get by, and then we lost everything. Our homes, our crops, and here you come saying it's wrong to steal? Ha! Look who's talking.
Libertarian calf.
The nobility steals from the poor so you can live in luxury at our expense.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, she's right. Don't get gloomy.
I
really don't like talking about how pitiful we are anyway.
Pitiful.
But you started it. Yeah, to heck with this.
I'm gonna eat my Takis.
It's no fun. It's no fun stealing after a conversation like that. I'm out of here. Ta-ta!
Wait, come back. We need to S support.
We've got buffaloes, bears, and Canadian goose. And we're sorry about Celine Dion, but she did do the good song for James Cameron. Yeah, I know that you want to be Canadian, please, even if the winter things tend to freeze because the world monopoly on trees in our country is bordered by 3 different seas.
Damn.
Yeah, I know that you want to be Canadian, please. We invented the zipper, we got expertise, we made insulin to combat disease. Yeah, I know that you want to be Canadian, please. Brits have got the monarchy, the US has the money, but I know that you want to be Canadian. The French have got the wine and cheese, koalas chill with the Aussies, but I know that you want to be Canadian.
Yeah, this boss sucks already. Like, I'm not gonna be able to hit him.
So you're thinking to yourself, how do I live in this beautiful country? Well, I've got some steps for you to follow.
This is a song, by the way, folks.
Step 1, lose the gun. Step 2, buy a canoe. Step 3, live multiculturally. Step 4, you ready? There is no more. We've got beavers, caribou, boot, and moose. We got buffaloes, bears, and Canadian goose, and then it goes into that other part.
That was exhausting.
Okay.
Oh no, Roy can't carry our person.
I mean, I can sing you stronger beer instead if you'd like.
How am I supposed to kill this boss? I gotta beat him into the javelin, don't I?
Oh no, the powder went the wrong way.
Sure. Lady Lilina, I see the assassination failed. Bro! What do you mean?
Oh boy, you're still alive?
The archer didn't even bother. He just left.
Oh no, Amber Alert! For a 13-year-old... Wait. For 2 13-year-olds. One of them, Shakira Charles. Hush yourself, I will not let you insult my father. So if anybody DC's a Shakira Charles, please call Toronto Police. Ouch, I bit myself. Or OPP, because this seems to be Ontario-wide. Thank you very much.
The SEC won't let me be or let me be me, so let me see.
So yeah.
They try to shut us down on MTV.
Because
It
he feels
feels
so empty without me.
Can Zell use the hammer? Can he?
Legonce, you miscreant. Have you no shame for your betrayal of Lord Hector?
Bar, shut your ugly mouth. Lord Hector was a fool. His death was his own doing. I do not intend to fall along with him.
You'll eat those words. I'm painting my room.
Yum.
Oh, he doubles Barth. Oh no. Barth,
And
run
with
away.
that, the lollipop is done. Lollipop, lollipop.
Oh, he can't use axes, can
lollipop.
he? Is D hammer? It is. Okay, that's an option.
Hamlet?
Yeah, Hamlet.
Just kidding. Too many sports thing tomorrow.
May as well. Yeah.
Yum, yum,
Good
yum,
job,
yum.
Lou. Yes, we're gonna do the defeat method, yeah. I did do the map just to test it out. It's easy enough. I say that I almost got Samia killed, but Deke should survive that, right?
Who knows?
Saprat. Lilina Roy? I don't know if we're gonna use Lilina, that's the thing. At this moment. But I do know that Lilina needs to recruit Gonzalez, so that's the thing.
Gonzalez. Oh, with a flower.
Yeah. That's one of their support conversations where Gonzalez gives a flower. Yeah! Deke, big hit. Yeah. Oh, good one, Deke. 1 HP left, yeah.
I remember the thing that I was trying to tell you about an hour ago.
What was that? Oh, Deke, no.
The Mexican guy I met.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
So, his tattoo was a very, very recognizable logo that says Hecho en Mexico with an eagle head.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something, it's quite kind of the literal stamp of officially being made in Mexico.
Roy kill.
And so I saw it and I was like,
Oh my god.
it made my morning very
How can you
nice.
fight with such conviction, said this guy. Roy level. Oh, Roy! It's not strength or speed, but I'll take it. Yay! One last turn of support building, probably.
So as it turns out,
Yeah.
the chili lime Pringles do have a much lower tolerance threshold for when you're like, okay, that's enough. I could easily eat the hot ones in one sitting.
Bye, Jomi. You always have Super Money DLC.
Thanks for coming, Jomi. We'll see you soon.
True. True, Arkle. Very true. Gee, look at our rounded unit. Including the throne, we have a full block of a 6x3.
I thought you were saying that looked very round. I'm like, that's because it's a chair.
Let's just say the throne is a person. Wow, look at everyone. Everyone is here. Everyone is here.
He's like, don't forget about me.
Gwendolyn, you're gonna stay right here.
She's sitting on the stairs. Very important. She's
Seize!
gardening.
We've finally retaken the castle, Alina.
Thank you, Roy. I'm glad that my father didn't have to go to the trouble. What?
Go to the trouble?
That's what it said.
Have to go to the trouble. No, I know that's what it said, yeah.
I thought you were looking at me and I was like, I read correctly.
No, I looked
for
at the
once.
playback. Didn't have to go to the trouble.
Roy,
Oh, she doesn't know.
is my father still in Arafem? I heard there was a horrible battle there, but how much longer will he be?
Forever.
He's like,
Alina, you haven't heard?
heard what?
They're also like inverted colors, I just noticed. Lord Hector passed on.
What?
I'm sorry, by the time we arrived at Castle Arafem, it was already under Byrne's control.
It's not your fault. Don't apologize. She's taking it surprisingly well.
Lord Hector had been fatally wounded when we arrived. If only we had gotten there sooner, we could have helped him.
She literally just said, don't worry about it.
He would have gone to the trouble.
She's like, it wasn't your fault. And then he's like, let me tell you why it was my fault, because I could have been there sooner. Anyway. No, I was prepared for this. I'm the daughter of a warrior. I've been taught to steel myself in times such as these.
Lena, period. Usually it's like ellipses. That was just like Lena, period. Okay.
Maybe she got her period. I don't know. Everybody kept it from me. They didn't want to hurt me.
Why does Roy have to talk about that?
You
With her?
ask him.
Huh?
But I'm strong. I can handle this.
Lena, you don't have to hold back.
Roy,
Sniff. We'll get through this. I'm here for you.
like,
And
man,
Gwendolyn.
she's like, I'm strong. He's like,
I'm coming.
cry.
Cry
Okay.
now. Okay. Oh, it's our first guide in the Blazing Blade.
Da-da-da-da.
AX.